My name is Michael. Good to have you join me this morning on the conversation this morning. We're taking a look at, the inadequate testing centers in Nigeria. Are you bothered that we have just one testing center for the southeast geopolitical zone in the country, located in Abakaliki, that's in Ebonyi State?
Okay. Yeah. In the first place, let me thank you very much for the connection. And again, to thank Mr. President for ascending to every effort, in order to make sure that the COVID-19 is actually eradicated.
Okay.
And we're going to have a very good containment and program for it. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I want to say that it was painful. Yeah, I'm using the word was because initially, as you already put it, was only that of a state. But as it stands now, Mr. President has directed that the testing places, centers, should be increased. So I think it is a good development and in the right direction.
So do you think it should be broken down, probably private sector handling the testing centers?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong in the private sector, being inculcated or allowed to join in the testing, in as much as the testing kits are available and all other machines needed, like the gene expert machine, or perhaps any of them, the private sector would be privileged to procure the real-time polymerase chain reaction. If these machines are available and the human power is there, there's nothing wrong. Because I even see this program, I even see the pandemic as one of the sources that will increase our facility know-how, increase our testing ability, increase the manpower, and increase our infrastructural development. So if a situation like that comes up, I think it is necessary, it is advisable.
What really does it take to have testing centers across the states of the Federation?
Yeah, to start with, it is important. Yeah, as I said, it's a matter of to start with, the federal government has started by receiving about 30,000 test kits, that have been distributed, network, approved by the World Health Organization. Nigeria is there now. We've received about 30,000 test kits, unlike South Africa, that received a very good number of test kits. But I'm saying, beyond the test kits, we will now have the gene expert machine that will be imported. Right now, we only have 2 gene expert machines in Abia State. One located at FMC Umuahia, and the other one at the State Specialist Diagnostic Center at Amachara. So the 2 testing kits, the 2 gene expert machines, already programmed for the diagnosis of Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It's not that enough. So all we need now is to apply for more cartridges. Right now, there's a laboratory in Nigeria, Lahore Laboratory, established by Professor Delisa Lahore in Benin. That laboratory now is working seriously on developing primers and probes that will be used for COVID-19 virus testing. And once such primers are available, the only thing we need to do is to reconfigure in such machines. So if we'll be privileged enough to have more gene expert machines, for now, I don't actually know the cost involvement, but I know it is within the reach. It is affordable, and Nigeria, as an entity, as a nation, can afford it. And besides that, we can also afford the real polymerase chain reaction machine. So this is affordable by the government.
When you say these things are affordable by the government, you talked about the gene expert machines and the cartridges to be used. You're saying the government should purchase these cartridges. Are your personnel can they operate these cartridges? Do they have the technical know-how to operate these cartridges to test for coronavirus?
I said absolutely yes. I'm happy to hear that. On a very serious note, I'm giving you 100% guarantee if it is what one is able to buy. So, but scientifically, I want to tell you that I'm giving you about 99% confidence level that we have the human personnel. The medical laboratory scientists in Nigeria are competent, they are qualified, especially in the field of laboratory diagnosis, where they've been exposed and experienced, they have vast knowledge in the operation of molecular diagnosis. And it is these machines that we've been using for a very long time now.
Okay, we have situation. Let me make an example here. For example, you can go to laboratories owned by individuals to test for malaria, to test for typhoid. Can't we have the same thing by people? I mean, that want to invest into coronavirus, that want to invest, to have their personal laboratories where people can go, so that we can have more persons being tested in Nigeria.
Pardon, let me get you right.
I'm saying that we should have more testing centers owned by individuals where people can also go to test, instead of waiting for NCDC to reach out to you to get your samples through the states. And of course, it looks so cumbersome.
Yeah, actually, it is not per se. A clear understanding here means that we will have to simplify it. We now have the testing kits, and we now have more of the confirmatory testing. It is the testing kits that uses the testing kits like the one we're talking about. But when we want to, where the masses can always go in a set of time, 3 minutes, they are out with their results. But when it comes to the use of the polymerase chain and that of the gene expert, it may take some hours and some days. So even that of the gene expert is takes less time than that of the real-time PCR. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is that in as much as the diagnostic algorithm has been developed, which is a function of the work of the Association and the Council of Medical Laboratory Sciences of Nigeria, virtually every other laboratory, private or public laboratory, can key in the testing, and they will help the masses. So, positive cases now is free to be referred for confirmation either at the gene expert or with the use of the real-time PCR. So what I want you to understand clearly is that we have the testing kits and we have more of the confirmatory kits. The testing kits are not actually, confirmatory, but with what you call the diagnostic algorithm, they can be able to showcase, at least with reduced false positive level or false negative results, can be drastically reduced. And once any individual is being tested positive, the person can now be referred for testing using this gene expert machine or the real-time PCR.
So after configuration of the gene expert machines, it doesn't necessarily give you the confirmatory test needed.
Yeah, that one is semi. I want to say that it's also confirmatory. It's also confirmatory because we are now really not necessarily, because look at the issue in the use of the testing kit. You are much more after the immunoglobulins or some other components, or some particles or molecules that will be dictated as a result of the entering of the organism into human life, into human beings. So the body has to respond to that. It is such components that we call antibodies that will be dictated. But with the use of the gene expert or the real-time PCR, we are now after dictating the native organism, the antigen itself, the virus itself as an entity. So that is what makes it much more a confirmatory thing. So the problem that people have failed to differentiate between what the alternate testing kits, dictate from what the confirmatory machines used to dictate. The confirmatory one that will not dictate the native antigen, the virus itself, is the confirmatory test, and it is a program or a function of the gene expert and the patent initial machine.
All right, Doctor. I'm sure you're aware that we've had conflicting test results in the case, a case in Bauchi and a case in Benue State. What do you have to say about the conflicting test results?
Hello, sir.
We've had conflicting test results, like the case in Bauchi and Benue State. What do you have to say about it?
It means that maybe we've gotten a kind of false positive result or false negative result.
Of course. Initially negative, then it tested positive later.
Okay, it is possible in as much as the testing kits are concerned. If we rely solely on testing using the testing kits, these things are possible because they are not confirmatory.
Okay.
That is why we are clamoring in order to reduce the false positive or false negative test. We need to come up with a diagnostic algorithm. This diagnostic algorithm will now reduce drastically to the first minimum the involvement of this false positive or false negative result. So it's not as if maybe somebody will just look at the swab, whatever, and put it there, and these are the results. In the first place, the testing kits were they calibrated. What is the precision level?
Okay.
What is the accuracy level? These are the indices that must take into consideration. The parameters must have been taken into consideration ever before we cannot certify that this testing kit is in order, is appropriate, is good for any usage.
Okay.
Not that maybe the government has imported test kits and people start rushing for them. There must be the need for calibration.
Okay, so in your analysis, Dr. Okezie, how would you rate the handling of the Nigeria Nigeria Center for Disease Control's handling of this crisis so far?
My God, the National Center for Disease Control, by extension, the federal government, and of course, the administration of President Muhammad Buhari has tried tremendously. I really commend them for every effort. For instance, the isolation, all the programs, on ground to make sure that the control and the containment of the disease. And as I said again earlier on, before now, to the best of my knowledge, our president has been, attending to every piece of advice, every modality, in place in order to control it. Like when we talked about this, the test kits, I told you earlier that the man has ordered, and that Nigeria has received about 30,000 test kits. And so I know that again he has placed order for about 5,000 cartridges for the gene expert, the COVID-19. And I know again that they are moved for us to have more real-time polymerase chain machines in the country.
All right.
So they've done very well.
Doctor, you are appealing to Abia State government to get to procure a corona cartridge and procure corona cartridges so that we can have the ability to test for COVID-19 in Abia State. Now, if the Abia State government, if just a moment, if the Abia State government yields to that your appeal, how soon are we going to get the result for a sample? How many hours will it take? How many days will it take to get a result for a sample?
There's no doubt that we have a good listening governor. Eventually, he is also at the forefront of the health sector, being a clinical biochemist. So what we are talking about is even not far from him. He even has it at his own fingertips. He has it anytime, any moment. So, and I know again, he's an astute scholar. He has a very wonderful display at Abia University. So what I'm saying in fact is that it will not fetch him so much for him to have these machines. And when we talk about molecular diagnosis, I'm even happy at the biochemist is even there. So definitely he will, if he mess up his mind, I know he will have it. If he goes for it, I know he will secure it. And I want to give him that assurance that we can't let his efforts down. If he comes up with such measure, believe me, with all the testing kits, that a matter of a day, we'll be giving out our results, having calibrated such machines with reliable algorithm.
Okay.
We'll be giving our results, and with the gene expert, in the space of about 2 days, our result is there. With real-time PCR machine for confirmatory, in the space of about less than 7 days, our results are available.
All right, Dr. Okamgba Okezie, many thanks for talking to us this morning on the program.